To the roar of all the folks here in Atlanta. We're ready for football as these Falcons get set to match up with the Seattle Seahawks. Time for a much-needed and much-welcome diversion. The NFL is back. Here we go, Week 1. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25-yard line. Quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom, quick, and what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. And now a timeout defensively by the Falcons. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Out of the gun. Here's Wilson. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
And the Seahawks first down.
On first down, this is Geis. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. It looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. And trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Eluding the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation. On 3rd down, Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. He is out of bounds inside the 35. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Ground, it's Geis. And he stopped immediately there. Foyesade Oluokun made the tackle there from his safety position. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Now a run with Geis. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And he'll finally be taken down at the 2-yard line. The previous play, they barely got back to the line of scrimmage. Now they pick up over 30 yards. 1st and goal, a good chance for our first touchdown of the new season. On the ground, Geis. And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Seahawks take the ball down the field and score on the opening drive. And this will give the Seahawks a 7-0 lead.
Makes the score Seahawks 7, Falcons nothing. Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Pretty solid run here on first down. Almost picked up another first, but he appears to be a few inches short.
Partner, I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
That now brings up a very interesting identical situation on 3rd down.
Yeah, people couldn't see us on camera, but I love how you motioned to me like, throw the ball. This is a great shot to take it. 2nd and short. Maybe take a big shot downfield. Instead, they ran it. Didn't work out for them very well. They should listen to you, partner.
And a throw there going to be incomplete.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
So in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, so they're going to opt to go for this thing. We'll see. Maybe a surprise pass, a run. Double team, and it's intercepted. It's Clinton Dunbar with a pick, and his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
At the 30.
That was just one of those interceptions from our perspective here. We got a good view at the 50-yard line mid-level that quarterback and receiver were not on the same page.
Just by his reaction, I'm talking about the quarterback, he expected...
And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Darius Geis with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further.
His kick is good.
And he knocks it through.
Makes the score Seahawks 14, Falcons nothing. Michael Dixon.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Taken about 7 yards deep. Nifty move. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
For 1st and 10 at their own 15-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They had the auspicious beginning to the season, a first drive turnover. Now they'll try again here, 1st and 10. Had a bit of a lane there, took advantage of it. Give them 7 there on the first down carry.
Early, the ball carrier.
So you're down early. How do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football. Let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game. You had to figure they'd try and get the ball to Julio early, and they did it right there. And it doesn't take a degree from MIT to know that, so you had to figure, what's up with the defense? You should know that that's coming right away.
Now Ryan on first down. Open receiver, that's Hayden Hurst, the tight end. A gain of 6 there on first.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 47-yard line.
$14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
14. Falcons nothing.
Now on second down, this is Gurley. And he's up across midfield and down into Seattle territory.
On the carry.
They give him about 4 on the play, but he's marked short, so it'll be third and about the length of the football. Here's Ryan. It's caught. Jones. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 36. Ryan to Jones, the Falcon connection there for a first.
6-yard line.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. And he fires one that's intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with the pick. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to nerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
Not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35.
Brought down by Deion Jones. A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 35-yard line.
From the 35 on second down, Wilson, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
Russell Wilson gets sacked, and he tied for the most sacks in the NFL last season with 48 in total. But Seattle likes to throw the ball deep, so that means you're going to take more time to get the ball downfield. Sometimes the offensive line can't hold up, and he ends up hitting the deck on those plays.
Wilson to the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here. From the gun, it's Wilson. Flush to his right. He can run for it, and he will. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call.
1st down, Seahawks.
Geis. And he'll take this from 147-yard line to the other. A gain of 6.
Brought down by Deion Jones.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
Geis with a carry on second down. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
4-yard line.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. Off to Geis on the screen. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. Well, you can see what they wanted to do. They wanted to set up the screen there, but it got blown up.
It's hard to run that play if you're not getting a lot of pressure at the quarterback because the space doesn't open up. They were able to read that one and slow it down and stop it before they could get a 1st down.
Flushed out right. And he finds his man, the tight end Olsen. And he's not able to get away. He is stopped well short of a 1st down.
Man, they ain't got a chance, cuz. They ain't got a chance.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play play sheet that can work,
7-yard line.
get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman at Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
5-yard line.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They look lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Just what Seattle was hoping for. The coverage holds, and now 4th down.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
They'll try and throw for it with Ryan. And my goodness, this is incomplete. It looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Seahawks are going to take over the football.
It's a turnover on downs.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And it's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, that could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. From the shotgun, Wilson eluding the pressure right. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Deion Buchanan able to drop him for a loss of a couple.
Well, that's the second time he's been sacked so far in the first half, and if they have designs on having a big year, on going anywhere, they got to find a way to keep him upright so they can throw the football.
From the gun on 3rd down, Wilson escaping the pressure right. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So on is Jason Myers. He's hit from as long as 58 in his career. This will approach NFL record territory. It's a 62-yard attempt. And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice, an ambitious effort, but it's well short. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, we'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution? Or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That one, a gain of 20 and a first down. So on the heels of the run by Todd Gurley, another 1st and 10. And to give this time to the tailback. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time.
The tackle made by
Jordan Brooks on the tackle.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Ryan's throw caught by Jones. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 36. It's a 1st down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. He'll set up to throw. Steps away to his left. And he's going to let it go deep. And it's intercepted at the goal line. It's Quentin Dunbar with a pick. And it's a good return here as he'll get all the way up close to the 35. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in, coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they've got to be a little bit frustrated about that last drive, missed field goal.
Always hurts a team because, you know, you've put something out there, you've given yourself a chance, you're in range, and the ball doesn't go through the post. But it's not something to panic about, I don't believe. Just keep playing and keep going.
Well, I think after that run, the defense is getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
From the 39, Wilson flush to his right, and he's going to keep it here. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 4 yards there as they let him out of the pocket, and he got enough for the first.
4 yards. And the Seahawks 1st down.
Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. Complete here, it's high. Give him 7 on the play, and that'll make it a 2nd down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
A gain of 9 yards. 1st down, Seattle.
Now Wilson on 1st down. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. 2nd and 10, 3rd quarter of the season opener.
At the 40-yard line.
To throw again, Wilson. And they've got the hookup. This is Olsen. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Greg Olsen was a big-time pickup for the Seattle Seahawks in the offseason. Spent the last 9 seasons with Carolina as an all-pro, Pro Bowl tight end, and did the same thing before that with the Chicago Bears. Now he moves to the Northwest and gives Russell Wilson a big-time target in the middle of the field.
And he's going to have the 1st down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line.
A pickup with
got what he needed for the 1st down with a gain of 2. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. It was Dante Fowler who got in there to bring him down. 2nd and 15. To throw is Wilson. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. That was the 9th play of the drive, and they pick up 9 yards with it.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on 3rd down. He'll find Metcalf. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. Oh, and Myers left that one out there. It's no good. Wide to the right. And this score will stay right where it is. 14. Well, still a good-sized lead, so they haven't necessarily needed him, but this is now 2 missed field goals for him in this game so far.
Yeah, and the question now is, will he be prepared when they do need it? Whether that's later in this game or sometime down the line, having a kicker you can count on is definitely imperative.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. On 2nd down and 4, Ryan. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down.
Ryan.
Shaquem Griffin, he was relentless there as he hits home for the sack.
36-yard line.
From the gun on 3rd down, Ryan.
Remember, throughout my career here, defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Looking downfield for Jones. And no, it's incomplete. The Falcons go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Seahawks, they'll get the football back in outstanding field position. 1st and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. Here's Geis. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. 1st down, Seattle, 16 yards the gain there.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to, and it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. Now it's Wilson. He'll run it. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Wilson flushed out right. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And here he'll get it down to the 7. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the 1st. And they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass. Geis, they'll try to run it. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
I think if we put together a job description for a middle linebacker, we would start with being able to hold down things in the middle of the line of scrimmage and be able to take on blockers. But how about the guys who can go sideline?
And he finds Lockett in the end zone. Touchdown, Seattle.
Touchdown.
It's a 6-yard touchdown pass. And the Seahawks capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Myers connects on the PAT, and that makes the score 21-0.
Michael Dixon to kick
Out
off.
is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Taken in the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into week 1 because they have not been particularly competitive here at home, no less. These fans just kind of beside themselves right now. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a 1st down.
That's a 31-yard
Throwing now, Ryan on 1st down. And yet again, Ryan is intercepted. Shaquem Griffin with a pick. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line.
At the 49-yard line.
They'll run on first down. It's Carson. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. And on the stop, Damontae Kazee.
At the 46-yard line.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
2nd and 7.
They run again with Carson. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. A gain there of 21 yards.
A gain of 21
Something to
yards.
watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 18. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Take over first.
And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. If you put
His pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off around the 37. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
At the
Well, Charles, he's thrown 5 picks in a game before, and right now, after that one, he's standing on number 4.
And right now, your defensive coordinator is asking the offensive coordinator, can you do anything to slow this down? Because my guys have to keep running back out on the field. So play calling may come into it a little bit, maybe run the ball a little bit more, but a lot of it depends on the score. Boy, they may have to keep throwing it.
Carrier. He's taken down at the 33-yard line.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
2nd and 6.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. A throw complete to Dorsett. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 15 yards on the play, 1st down.
15.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Oh, Wilson going to throw. Incomplete. And Carlos Hyde was the target. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
2nd and 10. It's Wilson again. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line. He's sacked. Grady Jarrett coming right up the gut. Gets in there for a loss of 9. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Here's Wilson. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Philip Dorsett, 27 yards. And the Seahawks find a way to stretch their lead. turning into a really good performance on the road. Week 1, you're just hoping for that first win. It's tough to do it away from home, though, but they're looking strong.
It certainly is. Any road win in the NFL is a great road win. I mean, it just does not matter whether it's supposed to be tough or not. In this particular situation, how great will they feel leaving with a win on the road against a tough opponent?
A little work still to do, though. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one. And my goodness, another interception. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And he will bring it back to about the 11-yard line. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by DeMonte Kazin. And to the 12. That's where it stops. The return is halted at the 12-yard line. Well, they're not making it easy on themselves here down the stretch. 2 picks now in the fourth quarter, trying to hang on to that lead.
Talk about keeping someone in the game. Instead of being able to shut the door, it's still keeping going because they can come back on you now. The only people who are really happy about those picks, any fantasy team that has this defense.
Leads to 2nd and 10.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. From the shotgun, Ryan. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And now here's another interception. Picked off by the safety, Eric Reed. And what a return as he brings this all the way back down to the 20-yard line. How about one last great play defensively, and that should, for all intents and purposes, finish off this shutout.
That's as good a defensive performance as we've seen in a long, long time. And I know as a team they will celebrate, but I will guarantee you the defensive guys, they'll get together somewhere and have their own private celebration. A shutout, that's something to be cherished. And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
Eluding the pressure right. He finds Dorsett. It's complete. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. And they're going to get it. They bring it down a sack back at the 16-yard line. Grady Jarrett picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
It's 2nd down and goal.
And this one is right through. And they're well on their way now as the lead grows even larger. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
So the victory here for Seattle. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense was they held the ball pretty well. You know, time of possession, exactly what they helped out their defense. Didn't have to be out there the entire time. So when you do that and you're out there fresh playing, off a little extra spring in your step, and it showed up in this one.
They had a ton of spring in their step. Impressive victory. So for the Seahawks, you can't ask for a better start as they pitch a shutout here in the opener.